As the era of content creation bestowed upon us, the camera companies were in war with each other to bring the best camera into the world. When the mirrorless trend started, Sony was the company that started doing better than the other rivals, and they were revamping their cameras with features and functions, which made them most popular among the content creators. The revolution of Sony mirrorless camera came by in 2010 when they released their first interchangeable lens mirrorless cameras, recognized as the NX5 and NX6. They call these cameras ultra compact DSLRs, which made it special and different from the other cameras. When the other companies were busy with DSLR, they gradually improved their mirrorless lineup. And now they're unbeatable and the most popular mirrorless camera company out there among many other things. Hello guys, I'm Chaser from Tech Square, and today we're going to talk about the Sony's new mirrorless camera, the A6400, that can beat any DSLR cameras on the market, and in terms of the affordability and practicality, the best 4K camera out there. The Sony released their new member of Alpha lineup, the Sony A6400, in the starting of this year. It may look like an ordinary mirrorless camera, but in reality, it packs a lot of power and features. The Sony A6400 has been shaking up the camera industry, as it borrowed the key technologies and features from last year's Sony's full-frame camera flagship Alpha 7 Mark III and delivered a very compact APS-C format at a very reasonable price point. The Sony A7 Mark III flagship is considered as the heaven for video makers and photographers. And Sony tried to bring everything that made Alpha A7 Mark III great into A6400. It has the best focusing system in a mirrorless camera I've ever seen. Its real-time eye autofocus and real-time tracking is just mind-blowing. And this is the first device that came with Sony's new color sense. So now, shooting videos will be more comfortable and you'll be able to show off your photography skills with ease. Now, let's dive into the full features of this camera. The Sony A6400 looks same as the other A6000 series cameras. Its compact body weighs 403 grams in total and it has a simple layout of buttons. Sony is trying to focus on vloggers this time, as the LCD screen can be tilted up to 180 degrees while vlogging to see yourself. Another good feature that I love about this camera is that it can record videos in 4K at 30 frames per second, which is super sharp and smooth. But shooting 4K videos at 60 frames per second would have been much appreciated, even if I had to pay extra few bucks for that. However, there is no limitation of recording like Sony A6500, so you can shoot until your battery and memory run out of juice. And practically, you can shoot videos 2 hours straight without any kind of battery issues with the Sony A6400. It compresses 6K image into 4K for a high range of details and sharpness and can record full HD videos in 120 frames per second. That is a great option for slow motion lovers. This camera is fast enough to capture your every single movement. It practically has 0.02 second of autofocus speed. That is faster than any other cameras on the market. The Sony A6400 has AI-based subject recognition technology that processes a vast amount of data in order to detect and track even rapidly moving subjects. Its eye autofocus is a blessing for photographers and keeps human or animals in focus, doesn't matter how fast they move. Now about the videographers. They will simply love its real-time tracking when their subjects are moving. It keeps tracking them continuously. You can also tap and focus through the touchscreen display. Unfortunately, though the touch feature only works while focusing or zooming to preview the image, which is a bit of an annoying thing for me. I think it would have been much greater if the touchscreen was universal. A universal touchscreen would make it possible to switch into functions faster, rather pressing the buttons every single time. However, the Sony A6400 is a 24.2 megapixel APS-C format camera, but I must say that the low light sensitivity and the picture quality is pretty good, as it has the maximum ISO of 100,000 plus. Sony used their flagship Beyond X processor in this camera, which makes it super smooth to operate. And they also featured the camera with their new color sense, so you'll get more natural looking images. Time-lapse feature is also built into this camera, and this feature will allow you to take more time-lapse videos without the help of your PC. You guys probably know that I travel a lot. I was looking for a secondary camera to make YouTube content, taking pictures and shooting cinematic videos. I wanted my secondary camera to be compact camera so that I can carry it around with me without much hassles. After a lot of research, I found this camera absolutely perfect for me. This camera is so compact that it's so easy for me to take this with me everywhere. I would love the universal touch, but maybe in the next iteration or through a software upgrade, who knows, this could be made possible. This small beast can be charged while shooting, so it's a plus point for me while I'm taking a long nighttime lapse or charge on the go. Even though it's a Sony APS-C camera, but it feels like I'm using a Sony's Alpha A7 Mark III full frame camera, but the smaller version of the similar features. This camera has log picture profile shooting options for more dynamic range videos, and I love to shoot in log. Not every device is perfect, they always have some lacking and other issues that cannot be ignored. Well, things I don't like about this camera and what Sony should improve is, I have already mentioned limited touch screen capability, which is a bit frustrating. The second thing that everyone has talked about is its tiltable monitor. I will say a fully articulated, side-hinged LCD display could solve the problem. But that's totally my own personal opinion. The third thing about the camera is it's a vlogging camera, but there is no in-body stabilization. But it's not a big deal for me. If you think about the budget, and lenses with stabilization could solve this problem. It's really hard to think of a camera that promises the all-round capability of the A6400 in terms of image quality, autofocus, and video quality. We'll have a look at how the Sony A6400 compares to its immediate peers and the factors you may wish to consider if you are in the market for a new camera. The Sony A6400 can beat any other mid-range mirrorless cameras or DSLR cameras on the market if you can compromise the sensor size. When compared to other Sony lineup, the A6400's autofocus is significantly better in terms of the performance and ease of use. They are not flagship, but they surely pack a lot of power. The Sony A6400 shoots at higher frequency to capture the decisive movement compared to the Canon's R series. Otherwise, if I compare this to Nikon Z series cameras, then the Z series will be winner for sure, but the A6400 is faster and offers more accurate autofocus with a larger selection of lenses and built-in flash. The A6400 also comes with more battery stamina, while being lightweight than the Z6 and being compact size is cherry on the top. So with the Sony Alpha A6400, you are getting a full range of flagship features on a small and lightweight body at an affordable price range. If anybody wants any suggestion for the best 4K camera for vlogging, videography, I can surely suggest you this camera without any doubt, as it offers the quality features at a very affordable price range. The camera is best on this budget and filled with loads of great features no one could give you while maintaining this level of quality. Focusing on a subject is a big issue for beginners, but the fastest and accurate autofocus of this camera makes anybody a professional. And the 180-degree tilt screen helps vloggers to shoot themselves. The 4K is a standard and popular video resolution nowadays. Its sharp HDR 4K video could be another option to buy this camera. So yeah, if you're looking for a secondary camera or just a beginner who wants to start your career at content making and looking for a feature-packed camera at an affordable price range, then I would mostly definitely suggest you to Sony A6400 mirrorless camera. So let me know guys, what is your thoughts on Sony A6400 mirrorless camera? I am really interested to know about your opinion, and yes, let the people know about this beautiful piece of art. If you like this video, then hit the like and share with your friends. comment below and subscribe to watch more videos like this.